So, Kuzi gets a new opportunity. It looks like the Carolina Hurricanes are picking him up. 50% retained from the Washington Capitals. If you missed the news on Evgeny Kuznetsov, so what happened is he's had a huge decline over the last 2 years, and I'll actually just show you on the JFresh right here. So you can see Evgeny Kuznetsov doing in the 75% 75 percentile in wins above replacement, drops way down, and then stays down, right? So the way you get this projected wins above replacement, so showing how good of a player you are in comparison to the other players in the league. He's in the bottom 1% of players in the league, and so you're seeing that, and it takes the aggregate or the averages of all this. You can see again 2 different declines in the graphs, and so there's a couple things that he is elite at. The first pass, he's got good competition, decent work with teammates, and very good penalty kill. Overall, just having, I think it's just more of an accumulation of issues. Again, what happened at sometime during this year is that he ended up joining the player assistance program. So, and had to deal with, I don't know what it was, but it was, because it's private, of course, that's okay. When the player assistance program was approved, good to go, and the second that they did that, and he came back, Washington put him on waivers. He clears waivers, goes down to the Hershey Bears, and then, my apologies, goes down to the Hershey Bears. I don't think he played a game down there. I think he was just kind of skating around, and eventually at the point where he got traded. So so you can see, that's the trade. He got traded for a 3rd-round pick, by the way. You can see, and he's played well in the past, right? You can see, he's been a very productive player, winning the Cup in 2018. Over here, let's check out his playoff performance. So 32 points in 24 games, phenomenal. That's amazing, right? And then you have in that same season, 83 points, 79 games, 72 points in 76 games the next season. Played the international, the World Cup, WC. Anyways, to Russia, plays well there. Comes back 52 points, 63 games, 29 points, 41 games, and then bounces back in 21-22 with 78 points in 79 games. Again, playing well, not a huge goal scorer, right, but a great passer. And then last year, 55 points in 41 games and 17 points in 43 games. And then minus 26 and minus 11. Since they dropped out of the playoffs, it's been really tough. And so I think this change of scenery is going to be huge for him. I think it's an interesting bet for Carolina to take it now. That's my only issue, is that you're like, oh, well, you're going to take this bet on him now. But he does have a year left next year. Again, he's a half retained, right? It's similar to what Colorado did with Ryan Johansson. They're like, hey, instead of taking an $8 million player, we'll take him as a $4 million player. And so we'll see. And it's just it's a bet, and it's gonna be tough, but we'll see if he makes it through. He can be productive, so let's hopefully he can bounce back and do that, and maybe in a different situation, maybe a little less city-like. Raleigh's a little more not a big city, right? You're not looking at like a Chicago, LA, New York, right? DC is a very big city. It can be very active, maybe similar to the way we saw with Evander Kane up in Edmonton. Well, San Jose was a little rough for him, going filing for bankruptcy and everything, owning a ton of money. Going to Edmonton, it seems to he stays out of the news, because there's probably not as much up there in Edmonton. So hopefully the same happens with the Washington Capitals or the Carolina Hurricanes, and he can perform. And most likely he'll slot in on the second line according to Daily Faceoff behind Sebastian Aho, which I think is a smart move. You do have some guys that can play center here: Jack Drury, Kakanyemi. So like we have some fill in here, but I like that they have such high expectations for Kuznetsov. And again, I think given that upper play time in the top 6 will really jolt him, really give him an opportunity to really just shine. So hopefully that works out for him, and I'm excited for them. Let's see what happens. So let me know what your thoughts are on the Evgeny Kuznetsov trade, and I love you. Here, check out more videos, and yeah, I love you guys. I love doing this. I love sitting in front of the microphone and talking to you guys. So let me know what your thoughts are. Hit like, subscribe. Love you.